My name is Troy. I should have been studying at Case Western Reserve University, but I've been waiting for my visa since May the 21st.
My name is Sophie and I'm from Beijing. My major is mathematics and I was admitted to school in Illinois. I've been waiting for my student's visa for around 120 days till today.
Hi, my name is Li Cheng. I am a returning student majoring in material science and engineering. This is my second year in the PhD program. The long check just suspends my research.
Troy, Sophie, and Li Cheng are among hundreds of Chinese students trapped in China due to tightening visa policies under the Trump administration. Most have missed the opening of the fall semester. Their visas are being held up in so-called administrative processing. This is a Chinese student hoping to study in America. Before he does anything else, he has to get admitted by an American university. Alongside his admission letter, he receives an I-20 form, which testifies to his admission and allows him to apply for a visa. Next, he interviews at an American embassy or consulate. At the end of the interview, the consular officer either approves the visa, denies the visa, or places the visa under administrative processing. That means it's neither approved nor denied. Students must instead wait until the results come back. Administrative processing has no time limit. The State Department says only that the duration will, quote, vary based on the individual circumstances of each case. In practice, administrative processing seems to have resulted in both more frequent and longer visa delays. Although the U.S. government does not record data for administrative processing, data obtained from an online self-reported database show that comparing the 12 months before and after May 2018, when the new visa restrictions were first implemented, the total number of delayed F1 student visas has increased by nearly 50%. The vast majority of these students reported that they had been planning to study computer science, biology, engineering, neuroscience, and other fields targeted by the U.S.'s new visa restrictions. At Stanford University, one of America's premier centers for technology research, university staff noticed the impact of the new visa policy almost immediately. Beginning in summer 2018, international students and scholars, quote, from all points of origin, began experiencing delays with their U.S. visa applications. A spokesperson for the university said, quote, Stanford tracks these developments carefully and connects with officials as needed to obtain information that might assist our students, faculty members, and others affected by changes in U.S. immigration policy. California is the single largest destination for international students studying in the U.S., with over 25,000 Chinese students enrolled in the University of California system in 2018. They're being hit especially hard. On WeChat, a Chinese social media app, over 170 visa applicants to the UC school system have banded together to support each other and exchange information about the opaque process of administrative processing. Most are applicants to graduate and PhD programs. Many have missed their school's fall registration. None know when their wait will end. Meanwhile, Chinese highly skilled workers in the Bay Area on H-1B working visas are feeling anxious too. According to the numbers on Checky.info, in the 12 months before and after May 2018, H-1B visa delays have nearly doubled. Companies, employees, and students are caught between a mercurial president and an ever-shifting cast of enemies. President Donald Trump has sent mixed messages about Chinese students in the U.S., at times labeling them spies, while at other times calling them great students and tremendous assets.
Appreciate it. We talked about education and students. Somebody was saying it was harder for Chinese students to come in, and that's something that if somebody viewed it that way, I don't. We want to have Chinese students come and use our great schools, our great universities. They've been great students and tremendous assets.
Yet for many Chinese, President Trump's hot and cold attitude towards Chinese students is a major disincentive to studying in the United States. In a recent survey by Amherst College of Chinese school-based college counselors, 87% of respondents said that Chinese parents and students were reconsidering plans to study in the U.S. 85% cited Trump's unpredictable policy towards students as the greatest cause for concern. In the meantime, hundreds of students and employees in China are still waiting for their visas. As they wait, time keeps moving. Schools start, businesses operate, and life in the U.S. goes on without them.
I am anxious about my position since my advisor may find another student to replace me. I cannot imagine what if my visa is not approved. My wife is also an international student and she's in the US now. It's really tough for my family.
If I cannot get my visa in time, I would lose the opportunity for graduate study. This is a dream I always have since my childhood.
I gave up the opportunity to continue graduate study at my own school and devoted enormous time for preparing English tests and materials to apply schools in US. And now, because of visa, I couldn't continue my graduate study, nor can I find a full-time job. I feel hopeless because all of this is out of my control, and all my efforts for the past years must be in vain.
For the Peninsula Press, this is Matt DeButz and Qian Chen.